everyone, I'm Antalous. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, as you can probably see, I'm in a vehicle. That's part of the reason why these episodes have been slow to come out lately, is I've actually been working on this for a long time. So, let me give you the tour, starting with the outside. And yes, I do know that there's a giant hole in the back. So, here it is. I like this design. I like how it looks, I like how it functions. We're going to try to get out of here today. I've also added turrets on the side. Yes, these are not hooked up to conveyors or anything, but that's just the way it's going to be right now. These are more anti-dog turrets. And so we've got Miner parked on top and the Solar Rover parked inside. The Solar Scout is completely no more, and actually my original plan was to show you that for this episode, but it's just really dangerous to get over there. It's just Cyberhound City. So, yeah. So, as you can see here, it's very tight. So it's going to be added upon in not too long. These are all power efficiency modules because this thing eats up power, and yes, we have a reactor because I found uranium not far away. And then, here, let me turn on my lights. This right here originally was all the hangar door, but it kind of just crumbled away as soon as the rover touched it. So that's to be fixed later. We'll figure out something with the connectors so it actually connects up rather than just says, hey, you can get power. And yeah, we'll go on the roof real quick. So this ramp right here, it doesn't reach the ground unless the wheels are lowered enough for it to reach the ground. And so it means that I can have a permanent ramp that doesn't hit into the ground, usually. So here's our antenna, here's our main solar field. There's only 4 panels, and then this is parked up here. There's also more panels on the side. I think I showed you that from the side view. But anyways, yeah. And then this is our ore detector. That's why it's a funny looking patch here. Detector commands. I can build more of those. It's actually functioning right now. So if we go to the outside again, there's more solar panels on the side because when I built this was functioning purely off of solar, and that's part of the reason why it's been taking so long, is I need to have enough solar power to get this thing going. But now I don't actually have to have as much because small reactor, toggle block on off, groups, batteries is for this one. Yeah, toggle block on off, we'll do that as well. So if we do 7 and then 9, yes, so we are now running on reactor power. And that uranium over there is where this uranium comes from. The reactor is all powered up and it should be good to go. Ooh, 12 hours of that. That's awesome. Okay, good. I've gotten out of this before and it's usually messy. So, we'll see how you do. These wheels are brought up to full power, full friction, full everything that should make them work. We'll probably have to go by the uranium mine to get out of here. I brought back about 12 to 13 tons of uranium. So that should have us going for a while. We gotta get out of here because the Cyberhounds are enough of an issue. And honestly, I just want to explore this planet. And I'm not sure. Okay, interesting that that left solar panel wasn't working for a bit and it's so much less efficient than the right. But anyways, let's get out of here. So, and turn and power up this hill. So how I did this actually was I had a base that, and we don't have enough braking power to stop on this hill. I have a base, oops, way over there on the other side of the ice. You can't see it from here, unfortunately. But that's where I put an assembler and a refinery. Actually, no, just an assembler. There was never a refinery there. I brought refined materials from home base, and that was what we needed. This thing will be getting thrusters, But when this was built and when I started leaving, I didn't have access to uranium. So now that we have access to uranium, it can do better. And it can actually fly on thrusters for quite some time. But it needs to be a little bit more complete, I think, to get its thrusters. So the plan for today is just to head out. And actually, I was honestly thinking that our leaving would take a little bit longer. I like the view from the cockpit of this thing. It's not 100% see-through because it's designed to be armored. But it's nice, I like it. We're actually getting some decent speed in this thing, too. Like, more than I thought we'd get. It's big, so it's hard to navigate around things. But yeah, it's nice to have these options, and it's nice that it's picking up stuff from so far away. So, let's see where we can get to. It's a bit slow and clunkier, slower and more clunky than I thought it would be. And I can up the speed. I can actually get this thing to incredibly high rates of speed, but it's just turning something this big is very, very difficult. And so, yeah. Let's see. Brakes. So, unfortunately, the front is low enough that it causes issues from time to time. The suspension on the wheels, by the way, is locked, and so they don't go down. They're just basically hydraulic system to bring the ramp closer and further from the ground. Hopefully later I will actually turn them on to let them function and go up and down, because that will help with our traction, as we can have hopefully all 6 wheels on the ground. We've got to expand this later too. I just wanted to get out away from things for a little bit, and we're not really making it very far very fast. And that's the unfortunate side of this, is it's not everything I hoped it would be, to be perfectly honest. It's very difficult to navigate a vehicle this size. But again, when I started, I didn't have uranium, and so to get something this size to fly was just not going to happen. And even now, ooh, more uranium. This is why I wanted thrusters on it, actually, was for canyons like this. Ooh, I wish this had like the KSP like damage report of like what broke, because that would be very, very useful to be like, oh yes, and your solar panels are taking damage. You might want to repair them before they completely explode. So let's get around this, and let's get the uranium we need. Actually, I probably have the uranium I need. Let's get the thrusters online, honestly. Let's just get up and down. Well, basically just upward thrusters. Downward thrusters will be gravity, because I don't plan on taking this thing to space. It's nice, but it's not gonna cut it. I am going to need hydrogen to go to space, and that will probably come from the next lake I find. Yes, I could have mined that out from where I was. Ooh. But I just didn't feel like it was quite the right place to do it, and that I just needed to get going. Wow. For having locked suspension, this thing sure bounces around a lot. Navigate around this tree, because trees are evil. I know I've seen videos of people just bumping a tree and absolutely destroying their vehicle, so I want to make sure that I don't do that. But it's nice to have something going. Uranium. Okay, so we're gonna park it up here, I think, as long as the vehicle can remain dead stop. I thought, if anything, it would have rolled the other way. So those little interior turrets should do a good job at protecting us from a dog. they're shorter range, I believe. Since I put them up, actually, I haven't seen any dogs. Actually, no, that's not true. I have, but they just haven't been that big of an issue. I'm gonna need to work on some complete braking system, like a landing gear. Rotate. Ooh, wow. This thing does not want to hold still. It's funny because I swear the way that it's rotating, or moving naturally, is uphill. Maybe not. Okay, get this to a parking spot. Brakes. Oh, come on. Brakes in this game aren't nearly powerful enough, honestly. Because this thing should be able to stop just fine if I'm able to drive forward, I feel like. And I can drive forward, so why don't my brakes work? Maybe we'll have to work on this while it's slowly moving in one direction or another. Come on. You can do it, little rover. I have faith in you. You know what? Let's unlock the suspension a little bit. Wheels. Suspension travel. You may travel up to 30%, and then we'll weaken the strength a little bit. And that should make more of the wheels touch the ground, I think. Because they can now move. Apparently it was a bad idea to leave the ice flats. And brakes. And we're still moving. Oh, that's I'm gonna call that close enough. Okay, let's get some thrusters on this thing. And we're gonna do small thrusters for now. Wow, if I can spell. And then the plan is also later to add in a few other systems. I have shields, I have tracking missiles, I have all sorts of fun things that should actually eventually be super useful. Okay. Why won't you rotate? Oh, that's why. And it would probably be helpful if I'd grab some material to make this stuff with. Make sure I grab the color from the ship too, so it all matches. Steel plates, construction components, steel tube, metal grid, motors. Okay. So steel plates, or steel tubes, motors. What else was it? Construction components, metal grids. Okay, that should have us good to go. And then these first ones will just be forward and backwards thrusters used for getting up hills. I think I'm just going to do 2 thrusters for now. The idea isn't to have complete ability to fly. It's just to give it a little bit more power to get around. And having thrusters should make it easier for it to go up hills. Wow, lots and lots of motors needed. We'll weld what we've got into these, and then I'm going to add 2 on the sides with what we've got. So, this is something honestly that bugs me a little bit. If I can show you real quick. Those touch, so... Oh. Okay, so these are going to be more forward than I originally had planned. 5. We'll put it on the other side real quick and then grab the components we need to get these things welded up. Ooh. So, one of the things that bugs me about this is that I can fall pretty far without getting it hurt at all. And I know I've mentioned that before, but it still bothers me. Huh, are the wheels not level on both sides? I swear they were. We'll have to fix that later. Right now, let's just get moving. So, we're gonna need lots and lots of motors. Oh, that's the reason. Because I have a door over here. And then, yeah, I think this side wheel is closer. How many construction components do I need? 30 metal grids times a lot. Lots and lots of motors. Okay, let's get these components. And because of all the power generation and the efficiency modules, we should be good to generate anything that we don't have. So, construction components, and then metal grids, and all the motors I can carry. Awesome. So we'll do these back thrusters first again. Perfect. And somehow I'm not getting sucked into my own jet engines. Come and do these. I doubt it's going to be enough power to get us off the ground, honestly. If it is, I will be very, very pleasantly surprised. But we'll see. I'm betting I'm going to need at least 4. I need more construction components, more motors, and then more construction components again. Oh, okay. Because I only based it off of how many I needed to get it working rather than completed. So motors, construction components. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And then the thrust up. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. And then okay. Oh, the front wheels are off the ground. Or at least they looked like they were. Yeah. World's biggest wheelie, I guess. So let's see. Let's head out over there if we can get there. And I wish I had a way to clear out these trees. Ooh, brakes, 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 brakes. Maybe if I just tap these lightly, all will be okay. And that went flying, and we're fine. I'm actually okay with that outcome. We've downed our fuel time by a lot, though. Let's... okay. And... wow. Come on. Save and block off. And... okay, it looks like all the thrusters are off now, so I did get them all. And let's get moving again. We'll make it over here, and then this is where we'll fix up the new systems. But I think I'm gonna have to call that. And so this is still very much, wow, there's a lot of uranium out here. This is very much a work in progress, though. Sorry to get distracted like that. But it is somewhat of a success, I'd say, because we've got a moving base. We can leave this area, so we just gotta fix a couple of problems with it. And now that we have uranium, and not just some uranium, we have a lot of it. Oh, can I muscle my way through this tree? Yes, I can, by completely eating it. Can I muscle my way through this one now? Flight system thrusters. I think flight systems is on the solar rover. Yeah. Thrusters, helping us destroy trees since the beginning of time. And thrusters off again, so we can get the drastically improved battery life. Okay. We are out of the area we started in at the very least. So, I think for forward thrusters, I'm going to call 2 good. I'm going to move around the solar panels so I can put some other thrusters in to get us up. I'll fix the wheels being not right in the front because that really bothers me, to be perfectly honest there. But hold on, let's just get this thing going in the meantime. I thought I'd limited the speed to 80 kilometers an hour. I guess not. Oh well. So yes, the world's largest fast vehicle. I should whoosh. This thing has gyroscopes too because flight systems are definitely very much planned. We'll bring this to a stop, hopefully. But anyways, I'm Antalous. Have a good one.